And for lunch we're going to go for the beans and sausage stew. Now I've put the Louisiana hot sauce in this one just because I know this is going to be pretty bland. I like a bit of spice. And for dinner we've got chicken masala, which I'm hoping is going to have a little bit of a kick to it. But I might save some of this hot sauce to use for lunch and dinner. We'll go for the roasted peanuts, the Combat Edition energy bar, peanut butter, which as we just talked about doesn't really have a home, but I would probably stick some of that on the energy bar perhaps. Got another wipe, another coffee, another lolly, and gum for the teeth. And welcome back to lunch, guys. We've got beans and sausage stew, quite a considerable pack, 400 grams and 580 calories. What I found was quite interesting in the ingredients here: mechanically recovered chicken and turkey meat. I bet that's a gruesome process to watch. And what we're going to do is heat this up in the FRH that Magnus provided. Now this doesn't come with the rations, it's a separate deal, and made in China for Canland UK, hotpackmeals.co.uk. There we go, otherwise pretty standard. Alright, so whip off the top, chuck in our meal. Oh, a little bit punched up. There we go. And yes, it does have a fill line. Oh, it's a bit sketchy, but oh, we've somehow managed to fleek the right amount. So I'll lay it with the pads down, fold it over. Interestingly, this one says to lay it flat, which is a shame, but we will be laying something on top of it, so we'll still feature Mr. Rock. And 12 minutes apparently. At this point in time I can't hear anything. There's the pads, they're getting there, getting wet. Still no heat. Yeah, this one sure takes a while. Let's give it a few minutes. It's been about another minute. I can just start to hear some action. Can't really feel anything though. And it's been another couple of minutes. We can hear something going on. And a plane. We're actually on the flight path, close to the flight path for Auckland International here, so quite a few. That's quite strange actually. They're fairly considerable pads. There's definitely, water has definitely reached all of them. Trying to help it along as best I can. Right, I'm actually going to add just a touch more water. That's what it seems for me the problem could be you've really got to get the water in there to start dissolving that salt. Get a nice sort of salty electrolyte happening. It's squeaking away. Just here. I mean, by now, even with the USFRH, you shouldn't be able to touch this. But I can barely detect any heat whatsoever. So anyway, we'll quit farting around with that, and we'll check on it in about 10 or 15 minutes. In the meantime, we'll have a nosy at the other things for lunch, and we have some Colombian Snap Cafe coffee. Give it a wee stir. And we have some peanuts, nut walker. Peanuts, 190 calories, and these are made in Thailand. Vacuum sealed. Oh yeah. Bit of a hiss from them. Now one thing you didn't get in this pack was, I noticed, salt, sugar or pepper. So we're going to have our coffee tough guy style. Seems to be common in Europe actually, having black coffee. Well, maybe it's just me being a softie and having milk and sugar in mind, but since I've been doing these ration reviews, I've actually tended to steer away from that lately. 24-hour meals combat edition, love that. Toffee flavoured bar. 320 calories. How many grams is 55 grams? 180 calories. There we go. Looks quite tasty. Quite moist. Yeah, nice chocolatey, cocoa-y type smell. Now this was the odd thing, the peanut butter. You know what to do with that. Not much really. This was probably the least thought out aspect of this ration, I'd have to say, putting in peanut butter with no clear bread product. We do have the vanilla cake for dinner, but yeah, I don't know if that's quite a good fit. But anyway, we'll have a look. Got the gum, xylitol gum, no sugar in there. Our shell-shaped lolly, or candy. Disinfectant swab, and our Louisiana hot sauce. Yum. No cutlery either, so I think we'll go along with the Bundeswehr cutlery kit. Now we just have to wait for our main. You know, it's been about 10 minutes now, and I could hold my hand on here all day long. Now what I'm going to try is, the diagram here does show a little pouch of water, which is unusual because usually in the ones that have shown a pouch, the pouches come with the hot packs, and I think for reasons of international air freight, they do often ship the packs of saline or salt water separately, just as a risk mitigation. So what I'm going to try doing is pop in a bit of salt in the mix. I'm not really confident that this will work, but it'll be interesting to give it a try anyway. See if it makes any difference whatsoever. I'll give that a couple of minutes. And unfortunately, no, that hasn't made any difference at all. So we've got a dud. It happens. We'll just have to heat this up some other way. What I'm going to try and do is just to really see if it is indeed this that heater was a dud, or whether these heaters in general are not the most reliable. Let's see. A few in there. And there's definitely nothing that needs to be taken away from these packs. I mean, they're not, you know, there's no plastic covering or anything that I've forgotten to take off. So let's give it a whirl. A little bit more. More like it. Those pads are wet. And with FRH number 2, yeah, I think that's another fail. Can still hold my hand on the bottom of that quite comfortably. It's been 15 minutes. Can feel the top of the pack. It's you know, I won't even say it's lukewarm. So let's find another way. To the Mark II field wok. That'll sort it out. Nice and piping hot. Our beans and sausage stew. Ooh, for some reason I was expecting a bright orangey colour. It's quite yellow. Interesting. It smells a lot like a home cooked veggie soup with bacon in it, or at least the kind my mum used to make. Looks good. Frank's in there. Okay, so let's have a whip around and see what we've got here. Coffee first. It's good. Like I say, I'm growing accustomed to black coffee. It ain't that bad. Peanuts. Super fresh, as you'd expect with the vacuum pack, and lightly salted. Tasty. It's our Toffee Combat Edition energy bar. Almost looks like little bits of coconut on the top. Cookie! Yeah, that was good. I just finished that whole other piece as a plane flew by. Very similar to the First Strike ration bars, except obviously a more bar-shaped consistency. The First Strike bars tend to splodge out into, you know, almost melt into a pancakey type shape. But it definitely tastes like there's some kind of coconut in there. And other than that, just a nice chewy, dense, rich, chocolatey toffee bar. Very nice. Yeah, the peanut butter, the odd one out. Now this one's actually made in WA, that's Wisconsin, isn't it? Okay, these both, the hot sauce and the peanut butter came from the same place, so makes sense. Maybe they chucked in the peanut butter for free on a bulk order, and the company that made this thought, why not? Fairly clever packaging here. When you tear across the top, there's a open bit in the middle, so at least you know where it's going to come out from, and it's straight up the middle. I like that. What to do with it though? Chuck a bit on here. Looks pretty good. Nice smooth peanut butter. Yeah, that works. But I think what you'd really do with it is on the move, just squeeze it straight into your mouth. It's like a peanut snack. Just give that a whirl. Yeah, and that's not bad at all. I just don't usually associate peanut butter as something you eat straight out of the jar or straight out of a pack, but I'm sure many people do. Now let's tuck into the beans and sausage stew. Now looking at the ingredients here, the sausages are pork, and then there's mechanically recovered chicken and turkey meat. I actually think that actually goes into the sausage, so sort of pork, chicken and turkey with white beans. There you go. Now if you've ever eaten baked beans and sausages, that's very much what this tastes like. The sausages are that very kind of processed, as you'd expect, canned type taste. There's a white bean in some of the sauce. Now I can see why they don't put any salt in these packs. This is actually quite salty, which is usually not the case with ration meals. They often don't taste like they have a lot of salt in them, but the sodium content is high in the pack. But this one actually tastes quite salty in itself. Come here. Come on. Look inside one of the sausages. Nothing much going on. Pretty smooth consistency. What I really want to do here is just put a little dash of hot sauce. Just a tad, just to liven it up. That ought to do it. Little mix. Straight in. Woohoo! That's the ticket. Nothing that hot sauce can't fix or improve. That's what I reckon. Okay, so as far as lunch goes, we've got a gum on our candy. That beans and sausage stew, as simple as it might appear, it's actually really good. I have no problem finishing that off. Now, this thing's one of those hard, like boiled sweet. And it's a little hard to determine what flavour that's supposed to be, but I think it might be lime. It's for our gum. I don't know what that guy's doing. Couple of pieces, pellets, nice and moist. So my impressions of lunch are pretty good. Tasty entree there, and a lot of it, 400 grams. Only weird thing is, like I say, the peanut butter. Pretty strange addition if you ask me, but hey, I just eat it out of the pack. Crystal's actually at school at the moment. I'm here on a day off from work on a Tuesday of all days, so she won't be able to join us for lunch or dinner, unfortunately, but we'll catch her on another one. So next stop is dinner. And finally for dinner we have our chicken masala with rice. I'm a big Indian food fan, so hopefully, even though this comes from Thailand, I hope this, well, I suppose it could be a Thai masala. I don't know. But yeah, I am looking forward to that, and I would save some of that hot sauce from lunch just to jazz this up if it needed it. Got the vanilla cake for dessert, chocolate drink, also a dessert type item, honey roasted peanuts, coffee, wipe for cleanup, and the lolly and the gum again. And kicking into dinner, we've got chicken masala with rice. Not going to mess around with any FRHs this time, it's straight in the Mark II field wok, and we'll be ready to go in a minute. While the chicken masala heats up, we'll have a look at our other items here. We've got chocolate drinking powder, 200 ml of hot water, okay. Good mix. Some more nuts. This time we've got honey roasted nuts from the same company, and that's in Thailand. Let's see if we can get anything out of this. Yep. Bit of a hiss from those puppies. There we go. Nice sweet smell. This is the thing I've been curious about, the vanilla cake. Again, it's made by Arifo, and this one is manufactured in Spain. So that's Arifo, and this is Arifo, and this is manufactured in Germany. So yeah, Arifo is obviously sourcing their components from many places. Whoa. Okay, so another wee wrapping in here. It's like baking powder. It's like baking paper. Oh, you can see why it's stuck to it. I was expecting to get an immediate hit of vanilla, and that is not the case. It's got that kind of smell that's consistent across all of the bready cake products, or long life bready cake products and these things, which is it's kind of like it's almost like a yeasty type smell. There's nothing vanilla about this at this point. Fairly crumbly. It does feel kind of moist though at the same time. And yeah, still nothing from the vanilla camp. I guess we'll find out in the taste after we do a little magic. And I've already made up the coffee here. It's exactly the same as the one from lunch. So let's crank out this chicken masala. I'm a big Indian food fan, so pretty excited about this one. And here it is, piping hot from the wok. Ooh, quite a vibrant shade of orange. Okay, definitely got some curry smells coming off it. Let's try and make this a least messy affair. Wow. Okay, this also has rice too. It's looking pretty impressive. Okay, well, let's have a whip around on the things that we haven't tried yet. Got the hot chocolate. Cheers. Oh, I like that. Very, very rich, nice and sweet. Honey roasted peanuts. Got quite a thick coating on them there. Those are good. You get the sweetness right at the end, so they're not sickly sweet like a lot of honey roasted peanuts I've had. So you could actually eat quite a few of those. This is the vanilla cake. Oh, the smell of that curry is pretty overwhelming here, in a good way. Let's try this. Quite dense. That's okay. Not really getting much of the vanilla out of it. You know, if it's called vanilla cake, you would expect some pretty strong vanilla flavour. And it's not too sweet. It's quite bland. But the good thing about it, it's moist, and it's moist. No, it's better than that. You know, I wonder what it would have been like with some peanut butter on it. I haven't got any left, unfortunately, but perhaps that was the deal. Peanut butter on the vanilla cake. Maybe next time. Okay, the main event. Now in here we've got chicken, rice, tomatoes, red bell pepper, tomato paste, coconut milk, sunflower seed oil, yogurt powder, mustard powder, and various other spices. You can see the bits of chicken standing out and the bell peppers already. Some of the chicken. Oh, it's tasty. Nice big bits of chicken. Yeah, check out that bad boy. Wow. Huge. No mechanically separated meat for this one. Let's get some of the rice and the bell peppers. The bell peppers appear to be, apart from tomatoes, actually some of this might be tomato. It's the only vegetables in here. Oh, I really like this. It's not hot at all. In fact, does it have any chili in it at all? No. There's no chili, so the only heat would be coming from things like the mustard powder, paprika, and that's about it. Would have been interesting with a bit of hot sauce in here, but you know, it doesn't really sort of go with the Indian theme, putting some hot sauce, I would think. Chili flakes would have been the way to go. You know, it's hard to resist just not knocking this back all in one go. It is so tasty. It's one of the tastiest entrees I've had in a while. Now, I've already tried the gum and the sweet, so there's no need for that. The coffee we all know about. So, that was dinner. He says as he just notices curry all over his shirt. Wife's gonna love that. Anyway, so that was dinner, and that was the end of the 24-hour Swedish ration made by 24-hour meals. So thoughts on it? Odd addition of the peanut butter. I think that was maybe just to make up some calories. It would be nice if it came with flameless ration heater, but as it doesn't, I'm assuming the Swedish Military are issued with their own heating and eating utensils. No seasoning in terms of the salt and pepper. I didn't really need it, to be honest. Both entrees seem to have good amounts of salt coming through in their taste. And overall, yeah, I'm quite impressed. I would be very happy to have this again, and especially this entree. Wow, that's next level stuff. Thanks for watching, guys, and thank you very much, Magnus, for sending this one in. We'll see you on the next one.